Right now at 5, an update on the possible redistricting battle between California and Texas. This week, Texas lawmakers continue hearings to withdraw their congressional maps to boost Republican representation in the U.S. House of Representatives. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Lisa Gonzalez.
I'm Gulston Dark. Governor Gavin Newsom has said that he'll try to get California to do the same thing when it comes to redrawing districts. KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala here in the studio. So how might they try to pull this off, Ashley?
Gulston, this year is not an election year, but California voters may need to prepare for it to be one. It sounds like the governor and other Democratic state leaders have gotten closer to figuring out how exactly they'll try to send more Democrats to Congress if Texas does the same for Republicans. California Attorney General Rob Bonta today told me he believes the governor has a legal path forward, and that legal path would involve state lawmakers redrawing the maps and then asking you, the voter, to approve them.
Gervin Hawkins, Guerra.
As Texas tries to redraw its congressional lines to help House Republicans in the 2026 election, California's Attorney General said he supports Governor Gavin Newsom's push to try to do the same for Democrats in the Golden State.
California cannot stand by with one hand tied behind its back.
Attorney General Rob Bonta said Tuesday he believes Newsom has a legal pathway to quickly get this done, one that he says he could defend in court if need be.
Those maps, they could be prepared by the legislature. I think that's the thinking here. But the legislature would prepare the maps and then be presented to the people to vote in a special election.
But California lawmakers have not drawn maps since the year 2000. The task has been in the hands of a citizen-led independent redistricting commission.
The 2000 map is actually one of the things that fueled the move to go to a commission redistricting, because the 2000 map was a incumbent protection plan.
Elections expert and vice president of Political Data Inc. Paul Mitchell said while the law gives the power to the commission to redraw maps every decade, he said the law is silent on a mid-decade redraw by the legislature. He said the move would likely be challenged in court.
It would put the situation where the legislature could expend all this energy to draw maps, and then you're in a situation in a courtroom wondering what a judge is going to think.
The voters deserve stability and integrity in the redistricting process. And this threatens all of that.
Assembly Republican Caucus Chair Tom Lackey is bracing for this debate at the state capitol when lawmakers return to Sacramento next month.
It's going to create a battle that's going to divide this country. True leaders try to unite people instead of try to divide, and I think that this is ugly.
I checked in with Governor Gavin Newsom's office to confirm that the scenario the AG has laid out today is likely the one he'll push state lawmakers to do. I'm told the governor is still exploring his options, but Newsom has said broadly this is something he expects state lawmakers to figure out when they get back from summer recess in a few weeks.
Yeah, so that's all coming to fruition. Yeah. What's the timing on this?
Yeah, well, as we've been reporting, pretty quickly, potentially all wrapped up within the next 6 months. The governor told YouTuber Brian Tyler Cohen last week he thinks lawmakers have enough time to figure this out during their regular session, which ends mid-September. The governor could then call a special election later this fall, and then voters would decide. Now, if anyone sues, that's more time needed. But again, this all depends on Texas. Governor Gavin Newsom has said there is no need if Texas doesn't redraw its lines this year. Back to you.
All right, thank you.